orange female. Oh, look at your pretty face. So this little girl did really well on what we call the release aspect of the test. And it's, as soon as I opened the cage, she was confident and able to come out on her own accord. She just pushed through any stress that she felt. And basically, this is the first time she's been taken away from her litter mates and carried across a parking lot, dropped in this room. So she's never been in this room and she's never met me before. So quite similar to whatever stress she might feel when you take her home. So that's good. Like, she's quite confident, quite able to handle stress. The little body shake, yay, that she had. Hi. I just keep saying hi, letting her know that I'm, approachable, a good thing in the room. Yes. Now they're just. When she does a body shake, it's usually a release of like stress, excess energy. Lovely tail height, lovely body height, tail activity. And there was a ever so small use of teeth there. We'll see how that goes. Ow! Ow! Good girl. So do the no teeth on skin exercises with her. They need to know at an early age that's not acceptable. And they have to understand what you're telling them. It's not just a reprimand and they don't really understand why they got reprimanded. So you have to use your kit and your exercises so that they comprehend what you're trying to say. Now, I chastised her by screaming, like the way her litter mates would do. Like, get off. Ow! And she's very responsive, so that's great. That's half the battle. So the interaction portion of the test is basically to see is she stuck to me, like a real social puppy would stay with me. So they could stay with me because they're a little looking for help, a little insecure. They can stay with me because they are just want to stay with me and they don't care about their room. You will notice she is around me and she wants to be interactive with me, but she still has confidence and curiosity to go and look around. So we're just going to give her a minute to see how often she leaves and comes back, because she's either don't go under. So now that she's curious, now that she's a little more comfortable, she's more curious. So going back to the teeth, like puppies do explore their world and use their teeth to figure things out, as you can see with the tent. And the social side too is her almost bringing the tent to me to play with. I think she might. I'm just giving her the chance. Would you like to play with that with me? Yeah? Would you? I was starting to think she was more environmental, but that's twice she's brought that toy over here. So I'm just going to give her one more minute. Because she's either leaning towards a more environmental puppy or a nice 50-50 mix. But she hasn't come back to me for a little bit. So we're going to say that she's more environmental at this point. She certainly is not looking to me for any comfort or help. She wants so badly to go under that table and she's just a little bit too big. Oh, I'll go over. So very good. So we're leaning towards a more environmental puppy, which is not good or bad. Like that's just the way she is. She's very curious and she's confident. So it just makes a difference on how we work with her. You know, to do exercises that connect the two of you together. This is really good. She's really following me around. So this following, like the checking in exercise, is another indication. She can really do much better. She just really wants to be with me. So for a building exercise, you would do this in a really small room like this. Puppy, puppy, puppy. Yes! And use it as the start of your come exercise. Praise her ridiculously for coming. So start off in a small room, and then take it to a bigger room with different toys. And then outside in the backyard where there's a lot more stimulation perhaps. So the goal is that you want her to always kind of want to know where you are. So that's why we call it checking in. So ultimately, if you go to a park or a family picnic, she's more than willing to, more than able to play with other people and other dogs. But she should, you know, almost always look to see where you are. She can come and look at you and then go off and play again. But the checking in is very important. So do those exercises. It sounds like a lot when I say it, but it's not. What are you doing? Come. So very responsive, this little girl. Hey? Yay! Yes! Let's see what you do this time. So this is a test of her patience and tolerance. Now again, she has just met me, so she has no real reason to trust me. Now there are wriggles, and she really does want down. So she would benefit from you, yeah. So right back at me, she's not mad at me. Some puppies just ignore me after that, they didn't like what I did. So she's not mad, she just needs to be built on. So hold her up longer, put her down, give her a treat before she wiggles, and then build on that. She has grooming and vets, and honestly you can't be with her 24/7, so she needs a fair level of tolerance. So just help her out by building that up. One of the important things is, how did she react? Whoa, good girl. So a lot of puppies don't like the sound of the paper. It's a new sound. They don't know what it is. Now she is using her teeth a fair bit. Look. You didn't get a chance to follow it though, eh? Here, look. Oh, good girl. I'm glad she came. Just build on this. She's quite involved, like quite interactive. She likes my hand better than the paper. Look. Can you bring? Yay! And she threw it at me. Yay! Okay, so the retrieval is not like a retrieval dog. Not natural to her, but it will come if you just keep playing. She's very interactive. Hey, no. One of the ways to distract her is snapping your fingers, and I unfortunately can't, ow, snap my fingers anymore. So, very good response. She's feisty, so just keep on top of that. Hey girl. Hey girl. You're feisty. So she's a confident little girl. And with that comes a lot of good things. Doesn't it? So I'm going to give her a little bit of a treat. Look. Maybe. Look. The reason we do this little treat test is it's the basis for all of your training, really. It's setting them up for success as opposed to failure. So if you were trying to give her a treat that was really overstimulating and she was going crazy for it, it wouldn't be really fair, because you could imagine if she really loved it and was so excited, how could she possibly sit or lay down or whatever it is you're teaching her? So I will point out how quiet she is. She's working very hard. She hasn't quite figured it out. Yay! Good girl. So very, very methodical and smart. She didn't, she didn't give up. And she knew what she wanted. And she seems to have been relatively quiet. So I don't see any problem if she gets overexcited. Just go back to feeding kibble for a little while and build on the quality of the treat. So the idea is to get something she knows is a reward, but doesn't go crazy for. Very good job, little girl. A lot of puppies just knock that cup over and go absolutely crazy playing with the cup, and they totally forget the treats there. Look. Did you not see that? So that was a fairly loud noise from behind. She wasn't watching. It was unexpected. We expect a startle. And it's not that she startles, it's how she recovers. That's important. This little girl totally recovered on her own. She did not run to me and ask me for help. She just continued to walk around the room and recovered all by herself. Some puppies run to the door where they come in and I can't get them to move forward. Or they come to my feet and they cry and sit down because it scared them. This little girl has a lovely level of confidence, so we'll keep that in mind. And it was evident from the get-go when she came out. No, I just put cleaner on my hair. Look. She hasn't really seen the top of it yet. Come up. So, Yeah, she has a lovely confidence level, and it's throughout the whole test. She is still wanting to play with my hand and use her teeth, so that would be my own, like, the biggest suggestion. Very good. But again, some puppies won't approach this. They don't like the noise, they don't like the movement. She is not bothered by this at all. And she's getting excited. Okay. So very good job on that. So, I mean, really, we just recommend that you keep introducing lots of new things, be it sounds or colors. So she was very busy with my pant leg, but the moment she saw it, she was pretty interested. So she has a fairly high prey drive, actually. So if you recap, super level, super confidence, a little, like, she has a lovely social side, but she also has a little independent side, which you know, gave her the ability to go around the room and not depend on me. And now she has a pretty good prey drive. What are you looking at? So I would do your exercises, like drop it, watch me, leave it. Any kind of exercise that will put her attention back on you, because in the real world there is real squirrels and porcupines and kids on bikes, and so you want to be able to at least get her attention back on you. And she's a lovely puppy. I hope you enjoy. Good girl. Yeah, you did that really well. You went through everything.